Hello and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 cast by Glitch. Today I'm going to be casting for you a best of 3 from the ZOTAC Cup. This is going to be a best of 3 that was actually played in the October finals. If you guys don't know, the way the ZOTAC Cup works is that every single week there is a match for €100 that it's basically a whole bunch of best of ones. So it's just like one match that leads up to I think a best of 3 that you pretty much win €100, and it just happens in one day every single week. But also at the end of the month there's also a finals for that month. So far there have been a few of them, and this is from the October quarterfinals. So that means it was, of course, the round of 8, I believe. Yeah, the round of 8 is correct for the quarterfinals. So let's just introduce these players. Spawning in the top right position as the purple Terran, playing from Team ESC Gaming, we have GLiTCHReplays. Spawning here in the top left position, his opponent today as the yellow Terran, we have Beastyqt. So both of these players, fairly well-known tournament players on the EU servers. Beastyqt, of course, I've casted games from both of these players before. Both these players, really good Terran players on the EU ladders, and yeah, that's about it. That's all I can say about it. They are going to be going up against each other in a best of 3, going to see who can advance on to the semifinals, and GLiTCHReplays placing a very interestingly placed first barracks, throwing it down here kind of above the ramp, but not in the usual position for walling off here, so that's kind of an interesting position. Going to be interested to see why exactly he's going to be placing that there. He has thrown down a gas geyser fairly early here, and he's going to be taking gas very, very early, so this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure what exactly he's going to either be going for. A fast factory, maybe some fast upgrades for some early pressure on this barracks, and yeah, we do actually have a tech lab here going down for GLiTCHReplays, maybe an early Reaper. We do actually have a tech lab going down on Beastyqt as well. So both these players are going to be getting some early upgrades there for their barracks, maybe even getting out that early Reaper for some good scouting information. That's definitely something that's not too uncommon to see in TVT, just because Reapers give you a lot of map control early on. They give you a lot of good scouting information on your opponent. So GLiTCHReplays now checking out his opponent right now, just now getting into his opponent's base, and whoa, what do we have producing out of here? We've got a Marauder being produced right now for GLiTCHReplays, and we have a Reaper being produced here by Beastyqt, so he's definitely doing something a little more standard, but man, a Marauder, that's just really strange. I've never seen this done before. But GLiTCHReplays going to be sending that Marauder right across the map right now, and I don't know how Beastyqt is going to be able to handle this right now. That concussive shell is already going down. Another Marauder is being produced on the way, as well as 2 more Marauders being produced on the way here for GLiTCHReplays. And GLiTCHReplays, this is going to be such a strange opening. He's actually pulling an SCV forward as well, and oh no, Beastyqt is throwing down an expansion, and that Marauder is going to start taking health off of that SCV. The Reaper is now out, but that Reaper is going to get greatly slowed by that Marauder's concussive shell ability, and it's going to be picked off, and Beastyqt has nothing going down now but another Reaper now coming out, Marauder going down as well, but this bunker is now going up here for GLiTCHReplays, and it looks like a second Marauder has now arrived, and Beastyqt is now losing a lot of SCVs to the Marauders here, and these Marauders are doing such a good job of slowing him. This is what I've mentioned before. In the early game, concussive shell is just really, really good when your opponent doesn't have a whole lot of upgrades on his units and things. He doesn't have stim or anything like that. Concussive shell is just such a good upgrade in the early game, and Beastyqt with the ... and just leaves out of the game. Holy cow, that was such an interesting play there from GLiTCHReplays, and I actually really like that. That was so strong there out of GLiTCHReplays. So that means that we're going to be going into game 2 right now to see if Beastyqt can come back from that really super quick win there from GLiTCHReplays in game 1. So game 2, guys, in just a moment. Stick with me.